Razorbacks will kick it away to start. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aggies offense will start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long, and you can have that kind of success on first down running the football. It just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. To the ground with the back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now they'll try the right side. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Looking for a man. It's Everett. He's got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do field work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get the third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that we had.
The Aggies trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wide out in motion. From the gun, looking for a man. Got it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Texas A&M!
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Arkansas's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
Yeah, and makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse. It's a fumble on the play. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Using the quick game. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's Prince. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. To the air, it's Everett. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They'll play it safe and try for 3. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. So just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Razorbacks are in the hurry up.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. With the catch, it's Hayden.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got him in the flat. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs.
A nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Quarterback extends the play. Got room at the 35. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Prince. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
And it's another 1st and 10 play. Snap it to the back. Can't get him to the ground. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now they're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Touch pass on the run. Crosses the 40. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback is able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. He'll just keep slinging it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
Makes the catch. It's Prince. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. If you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Everett. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you play defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
They'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely wrong.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got 2nd and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got 3rd and goal coming up if you want to go for it on 4th.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. setting up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling.
He's got it down the left side. Off he goes. Past the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Razorbacks. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get... But that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. The defense can't keep playing like that.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Everett. He lets one fly deep. And he's got it at the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Looking to go up top on first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, on paper, we wondered what this matchup might look like, and through 2 quarters of ball in the Southwest Classic, we've been treated to a fun one. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. That said, let's get back to the stadium and our guys to start up the second half.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively,
Speeding down the left side. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space, their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to throw, it's Everett. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. And now on second down for this offense. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup of the 25. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. He's looking to throw it. Shoots it to the left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. Snags it over the middle.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Headed to the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of...
Intercepted. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone. A pickup of 5 to the 20.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Tough sliding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
Give to the back. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end.
That's a live ball! And he falls on top of his own fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Toss sweep to the right. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
Well, they go with the toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
Caught over the middle. It's Petty. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Everett. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. Some misdirection with the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Setting up the screen. Finds a crease at the 20.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense
hit the gas. open ahead. Touchdown, Aggie. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and they now lead by a touchdown, a 6-point edge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Skips away from pressure. On the move is the 30. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. He looks that one in nicely. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Scanning the field, it's Hall. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Still running at the 40. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Aggies are on the move. They'll test the right side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Bunch formation for these receivers. Dropping back, it's Everett. It's on target and complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie! They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Quickly to the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st down. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to pass, it's Hall. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got
looking deep. He's got it on the right. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few 1st downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. At the 45 on his way. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At this point in the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll try the run. At the 35, he's got room. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Toss sweep right. And into the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Dropping back, Eto'o. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller.
Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Going for it all. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays in the scheme.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Looking for a man. It's Hall. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
It's caught downfield. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. This offense has a 2nd down play. 3:25. He's looking to throw. Complete to the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Razorbacks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Hall. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves.
Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he makes the extra point. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. The defense will take a timeout, 25 seconds left to play. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason, because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys fight to the end.
It's not great, but keep fighting, keep spinning that pill around. Use every second on this clock to try to get this game as close as you can.
Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's going up top here late in the game.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. To the air, it's Hall. Coming after him. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Quarterback empties his backfield. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, and they convert. All kinds of room to the right. Slippery slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try along with it. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Oh, the attempt is no good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in